you putting me on the wall, and it means a lot and bringing me here to have some
appetizer.
Food. I don't want to ruin my dinner. I'm sorry.
Nonsense. I made it for you to eat. This is part of the meal. The appetizer is one of the main parts of the meal.
I'm not much of a popcorn fan.
Just eat the popcorn, Paul.
Welcome to the Tallgrass Film Center. I'm Lester Rowe, and I'm here with the third place winners of the Take 36 Film Race of 2022 and Best Actor Award for their film Caravaggio.
Perfect.
How you doing?
Introduce
yourself, because I don't want to mess up the names.
I'm Brennan Barker.
And I'm Travis McCarty.
And what was your roles?
Co-writer, director, and producer. We had a very tiny crew, so everyone kind of had a very large part.
We all did everything.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the crew?
The crew was myself, Travis, Nicholas. He's not here today, but he was the director of photography, the person behind the camera, helped run audio and everything, and then
also did the music.
Yep. And then my wife kind of did the very last scene. She kind of was there for bringing us food and moral support also.
Well, food was very important in this film from the beginning to the end almost. So it was only for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So how did you decide that, hey, have you done Take 36 before?
Not specifically Take 36, but we've done film races before with Tallgrass. I think the 12-hour one.
The 24 hour.
24 hour.
Well, I think we did the 36 one when we did it together.
Oh, okay. So we
But
have.
I'd done the 24 one a few times before that.
We did Ghost Realtor, I think last year, or not last year, 2
that was
years
like
ago.
3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So why continue to do it? What makes you say, hey, this year let's try it again?
It's just fun.
Yeah, it's a blast.
It's just fun to try to come up with something last minute. I mean, everything's so last minute, and everything's just like go, 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 go.
Yeah. Well, you guys came up with a unique story for one. Last year was very horror heavy, somewhat. This year was a lot more lighter, couple horror pieces, but you guys mixed the two things together with a little bit of comedy, but also this twist. So talk about the story, how you came up with it, but also those elements that the film race has you do, because with the film races there's the elements of a certain kind of shot, location, and then a couple wild cards. So talk about what you got and then how you develop that story.
I think at the start, he went to the meeting here and kind of gave us our elements, and we always try and make our elements meld very well with the story, and not be like shoehorned in or just tossed in and be like, oh, here's a thing. So we really wanted to be those driving factors of the story. And we had, we have the best recipes at our fingertips tonight.
Yeah, the
best
quote.
Yeah, the quote, the heart, and then the art pieces, my mind automatically went to Cannibal Art Collector.
Why?
I
just what I thought of first.
Cannibal Art Collector.
I'm very inspired by
cannibals?
Not cannibals, no. True crime or Hannibal or the show Hannibal. I love that show and that kind of aura of somebody bringing that on. And then he brought up the idea of playing off of that, but having the artist be the person that's trying to figure it out and be, wary about this strange, extravagant person.
So the unique thing about this particular story, probably amongst the others that I saw, is that the dialogue was very heavy. It's not, when I say heavy, just wordy and very quick and sharp, and it really was navigating the whole story with Travis's character more specifically. You say you guys wrote it. How much of it was written and how much of it was improv?
So the night before, we wrote out basically a full script, and then we were like, all right, we're going to do it in the morning. But, I mean, by the time we got to shooting, we were like, no, this line sucks. Let's just riff it. So basically, 95% of it, I was just riffing. And, yeah. Which I think you get better stuff if you can, riff it out,
But on top of riffing it, if you're listening to him speak now, especially if you went to the talk, the Take 36 presentation, or I don't know what they call it, gala screening. That's probably the right word. If you went there, you hear two different voices. So what made you decide I need to go with a whole different voice? What inspired that voice?
I was just thinking about Atticus Finch, and I was like, that sounds funny, and so I did it. Oh, my boy. I knew you'd come. I'm so happy you chose to. Come inside. Again, I am so glad you could join us tonight. You know, the wife and I, we really do have some of the best food at our fingertips. Now come, let me show you our collections. If you'll walk with me this way, this here is my life's work. I don't know. It's just a fun voice to do. And it's also just like a really overbearing kind of like attitude that I put on it too, you know? And so like he gets there and he's like, what's happening, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Atticus Finch from To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah.
That's a movie,
Yeah.
but it's a book first.
Yeah.
So how would you even know the voice?
Oh, I don't know. Just Southern lawyer, you know?
An interpretation of an interpretation.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you did well. You got the Best Actor award out of it. Do you do other voices?
In this?
No. Period.
Oh, I mean, I can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me three.
Oh, don't do this. Don't do this to me.
Now he's got more pressure, I feel.
Yeah. What do you want? Yeah, I mean, I can do a lot of voices.
Yeah.
I like, I don't know, I like practicing accents, but
So were you an actor, or is this something you just kind of picked up just out of fun?
I mean, I've always acted like with my friends. I've done little shorts with my buddies like since I was a kid.
Trained or not trained? Did you go to school? Or?
No training.
In his day-to-day life, he is an actor too. He will just come in. We work together, and so he'll just come into kind of our little office area and just do a bit at the start of the shift or whenever, what have you, when you get back from something. And it's just a blast because he's just amazing.
I'm a blast.
He is a blast. Blast off. Brain blast.
I wouldn't have expected that. You just come in, you just brighten everyone's day. When they say Travis, say, "Oh, here we go. It's game time. Everybody, we get into improv. Put your pencils down."
Yeah,
We
I
have those
hope
times.
So.
Yeah, we there's some times where it's just like, let's just run something at work, and it's just, hey, let's quickly write a short thing or whatever.
So did that make that easier for you guys to do these film races, knowing you kind of already do something similar to this on a regular basis that can make it easier to develop a story out of?
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like over the years working together, like the job that we work is super like hurry up and wait, you know, like really fast turnarounds. So I feel like that's really helped our skills with races like this.
What was the most complicated thing about you guys' short?
The length, it was too long.
Too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because we had the first part cut, which was supposed to be like an art deal. Like he was like meeting a guy online, and we had it cut before we shot the rest. And then when we got to the edit, we were like, oh, we cut way too much.
Yeah.
You know?
You cut too much.
No, we cut it too long. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how did you figure out what to cut out? What was those elements that you had to sacrifice to get down to that? What was it, 6 minutes?
Yeah.
I think just watching it over and over and over again. I think we watched it 50 times in the time that we tried to edit it, or just like little segments just over trying to cut out beats. There was a lot like, you know, letting things breathe. And the beginning was a little long with, you know, Nicholas, our other person that was working with us. He does a lot with modular synthesizers and a lot of music, and we wanted to let that shine as well. So we had to cut a little bit of that at the front, kind of the title card, credits, and, you know, trimming it way down to fit that in. And that, I think, you know, we got some corrections back in our ending. So trying to figure out our ending too.
So tell the story, the story of Caravaggio, how you came up with the title, and how did you figure out this is, you know, these are the main things that we want to do, and if those even got executed the way that you imagined it would.
Well, as a cannibal, like the main joke that I was thinking was like artichoke heart, you know, like to integrate the heart. And we just kept talking about that. And Nicholas was like, oh, why don't we call it Caravaggio? He stabbed a guy over some artichoke hearts. And we were like, cool. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know if that's true, but
No one fact checked that.
No.
nobody fact checked us.
Because
That's
I
what
mean,
matters.
the joy of this is filmmaking. Every step of the way you're making decisions, and this kind of forces you to make those decisions because we'll work on something and it'll take us months to do something because we have that luxury of time to okay, do we want to do this? Do we want to do this? And we'll all kind of get in a circle and kind of talk around everybody and come out. Okay, did we have a solution? But with this, it's like, okay, we need to do this. We have a set date and we need to finish it. So it's kind of the why, with like the fact checking, it's like, we didn't have time. It's like, yeah, it works.
Oddly enough, that's what you do on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
But now, kind of what you guys do probably has helped in this process because you edit every day.
Right.
You have to turn it around every day. Is there anything from what you do that help in addition to those things that kind of help translate developing and finishing a story like this?
I mean, I would say like one of the biggest things is, knowing when to give up on things, like knowing like you got to kill your darlings, like that helped with trimming it down. We were like bam, 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 like everywhere, and I mean, obviously, yeah, like we have to do, 2 minutes of content in 8 hours and like on a daily basis. So we're always like rushing and trying to turn things around really fast. And yeah, I mean, that helped. Good time management skills, kind of.
Yeah.
So one big thing a lot of filmmakers are always looking at online and Googling and everything else is what is it shot on? So go behind the curtain and talk about what you shot it on, what you edited with, the technical details of your particular piece.
For camera, we shot on a Blackmagic Pocket 6K with a DZO 24 to 55 or 20 to 55. That's my rig. I love it to death. I kind of got some LUTs that I developed with it to kind of give it I love Ari. I've never touched an Ari. I want to one day, but
Ari is a camera.
Okay. And so I've tried to emulate that as best as I could with the Pocket 6K because the 13 stops at dynamic range, and with the house we were in, and which is we didn't have any really direct light on anybody. I'm a big lighting guy. I love light, love painting with light. So we didn't have any. There were a couple shots where it's like, okay, we need to have the light on somebody, but because of the house, it had a low enough ceiling where we just bounced it off the ceiling all the time. Kind of to go to that aspect. And then editing, we edited in DaVinci Resolve because just to keep with the file format, and kind of switching away from Adobe Premiere just because of problems that I've had with it. And I
have problems.
Yeah. So just the crashing kind of, we wanted that reliability because we've had problems with switching back in between programs. So I knew that if we started a project in Resolve, it's going to get us there. And then miking wise, we had a shotgun mic and a boom, but with our small crew, we didn't have someone to hold the boom. So we just lobbed everybody up. And I think audio was a big problem for us because we synced all the audio up to all the clips, and in that syncing process, I did not switch over from mono to stereo. So we'd have tracks with like left speaker, right speaker, and it wasn't equal or anything. And I think that hurt us a little bit, but
I think most teams usually have the struggle on the audio side.
It's a lot.
Because it's, it's a whole different experience. I mean, as long as you are YouTubing, you're going to probably see more videos and content built around camera use, how to shoot, how to color, all the stuff that comes with the picture, but very little of that will be great audio experiences. Or if it does, it's really, really basic. So I think overall, everyone is going to struggle on the audio side because that's a whole different world in itself, especially when you got a small crew like you two. Did you guys share editing duties, or was
we switched off every couple hours
to get a nap? I understand.
Oh yeah,
we're all you mentioned we talk, we edit every day, so all of us are proficient. I feel confident in all three of our abilities to throw us in any editor and be able to at least spit something out. On more of the equipment side, we also, for the all-important arc shot, we used a gimbal and their Fujinon, and we also had Fuji, not Fuji,
XT3.
He also has a 9mm wide lens. That was fun.
Yeah, so those wide shots where it was
okay.
up close on his nose.
Yeah.
I was like this close to his face.
That makes sense. I thought it was you guys got an effect to do that. So,
Nah.
because I don't have any like super wides like that because I just don't have any reason to.
Oh, they're fun.
It's fun.
They're fun.
I just don't know where I would use it.
Right there.
True enough. Good acid trip type of. Oh, not that I would know anything about
Of course not.
dabbling those.
And I think you just come upon those things gear-wise randomly. Like, there's going to like online, and we'll spend like hours on eBay, scouring eBay, and be like, oh, here's a crazy Russian lens for $50.
Yeah. I've done the same with. There's a Goodwill auction site. Did I tell you about this? So it's a Goodwill auction site where I found a set of those Shannon lenses. Some YouTuber talked about it, and they did look really good. And by the time that I saw the video, I went over to eBay, and it was like 3x the price for like each lens that he talked about. It was like 5 lenses. Then I just happened to stumble upon this Goodwill site, and it's just like an eBay but for Goodwill, and it had a whole set of those lenses for like a quarter the price. And I was like, do I need it? I don't need it. Then the day that I decided I wanted to get it, already gone.
Yeah.
But I'll go on there on a regular basis looking for basically people put things that they don't realize they have something great, and I get a cheap lens or expensive nice lens for cheap. I got a Polaroid camera from there. It was real nice.
Yeah.
For like $15.
Yeah, you got to hit those like estate sales too.
Yep. That's where I get a bunch of records usually.
Yeah.
And anyway, that's a whole nother.
Yeah, I can tell you that Diesel lens is not. It was not a find. It was a very well calculated. Like, okay, I need to budget that one.
Oh, the DZO.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you got to budget that. You took out a car loan and everything.
No. You gotta make sure. Finance is. I love finance. So.
Yeah. No.
No.
But, so what inspired you guys as filmmakers? What are some of the type of films that you like watch? I know you mentioned some true crime, but what's one that's like you watched that, you saw that and thought, I want to do this?
Like a start of like the career of wanting to do something?
Maybe, or just something that's like you see that and you say, I got to make one of those.
Something that influences my like comedy is it's kind of an old classic, but like Tim and Eric, the Tim and Eric bedtime stories. Have you ever watched those?
Yeah. Yep.
Just super dark with just some like childish like joke in it, And that was kind of like, I like the vibe of that too. That's kind of the vibe that I wanted to do in this,
I can see it, especially in the way that things twist.
Yeah.
Kind of goes back and forth, like a character like yours, where is he accountable or is he evil or is he not? And it goes, and all it takes is one line to really make you go, well, maybe he's not. And those old Tim and Eric shows would always just be kind of over the top, and then if it went there, it went fully deep or it didn't. But you never really knew on a regular basis.
I don't know about Travis, but I'm a very large Alan Resnick fan.
Oh yeah, dude.
He does. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you watch me around office, I'll wear a Quick Times Not a Codex hat. That's that guy.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely one of my idols.
He is the king of starting something and it being just like the weird. It's not weird. It's like a tame. Like, okay, I'm just watching something on the internet, and the more that it goes, it just escalates and escalates and escalates and escalates. He does a lot of work with Adult Swim. He did This House Has People in It.
Haven't seen it.
Oh man.
Unedited footage of a bear.
Unedited footage of a bear.
No.
Have you ever heard of Wham City?
I have.
He's in
yeah,
Wayne
he's in
City.
Wayne City.
Okay,
He's in Wayne
you
City.
just start throwing out these titles. And
Oh man, if anyone's out there and they want to watch some funny stuff,
Yeah.
that's like our humor. Is Alan Resnick?
Okay.
He has a Twitter called Bath Time with Alan, where he just talks about stupid stuff covered in bubbles in a bath.
And this is the inspiration for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is where this came from.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. How long did it take you to write it?
I mean,
4 hours.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Where did you spend most of your time?
All in that house.
Yeah. We edited there too.
Yeah.
That's my house.
Oh well, resourceful. I really like that Kansas thing you have up there.
Oh yeah, do you?
Yeah, that's actually
Yeah,
from
it's
our
a pretty
yeah.
cool thing, huh?
It's so if you watch a television show in the what was it, 80s?
Like the 60s.
The 60s, it was used as a weather map.
That was.
Yeah.
They used to pin weather to it, and that was a weather map. It's our insider trade secrets. There you go.
There. Okay.
And then we also that Jesus portrait. It lights up. We were trying to figure out a way to get it to light up, but cables. And then that demon mask. It's like an actual mask. It has eye holes. We wanted to have that over my shoulder, my character's shoulder. Paul. He
Why?
because in the third, when we lined up to have the over the shoulder of Defont, was that your name? The last name?
Yeah, Defont.
Yeah, so
like Defont.com.
we like one of our last shorts. One of our characters' name was Lorem Ipsum.
Lorem Ipsum.
Ipsum. Yeah.
Wow.
So we like.
Little fun facts.
Yeah, we
Okay.
like font jokes.
I don't think the last name Defont ever came up anymore.
No.
Okay.
That was
'Cause
just
I
for
trying
us.
To think, I don't know if I heard the name of that. That's why I said your character. I couldn't think of the name.
And then of course we went to like random name generators like Paul.
Fantasy name generator.
Yeah, Paul Vesco.
I was looking up like Cajun names.
Yeah.
So
What was your first
my
name?
guy's name was Jacques Defont.
Yeah, Jacques Defont. Never saw the light of day, but
At least you got it down there. Fun
Yeah.
fact for anybody that watches this, they learn
Yeah.
something a little bit more about the story.
Yeah. But the mask, we wanted that to kind of to play off. You have Jacques in one side, me on the other side, and have that like ominous figure, like kind of protruding over the character. We also tried to have a Chekhov's gun in there with the little statue guy.
The little cowboy.
Yeah, the little
You
cowboy.
see the cowboy in the first act.
It was
And
actually
then the cowboy goes off. And then, I mean, it was the second
the
act. but-
cowboy goes off.
So you guys see that's the interesting thing about these shorts is that you will have someone in your guys' case that really put a lot of thought into the little extra hits and hints
Oh, yeah.
of things that most people are trying to okay, we got the story down, we got where can we shoot it, okay, we got it shot, okay, it's time to edit and sound. And you guys are spending a little bit more time with setting the scene,
Yeah, my
to tell
dining
these
room
additional stories.
doesn't normally look like that. We hung all that in there
Sadly.
like for that night.
Yeah.
It was also super hot.
It was
'Cause
very
we turned
hot.
off the
Yeah,
AC.
you just don't want the AC to ruin the mic takes, even though our audio is.
So what do you think about a winter film race?
I would love it.
Yeah, it'd be great.
I would
No,
love
it's
it.
too cold for that.
Um,
Too cold for that.
oh, we could do like not to give anything away, but we like there's like this dude somewhere in the world where he builds like old metal robots and like leaves them out in the snow, and it looks very like video game esque. I think you have a picture of it in your office.
Oh, that's a painting.
Oh, a painting.
That's that guy, Simon Stahlberg or something.
Mhm.
Don't know him.
He's got a really cool style.
It's like winter
he had,
steampunk.
he had a show on like Amazon, but the show flopped. It was called Tales from the Loop, I think.
Yeah.
I never watched it.
I never watched it, but I knew it. I thought I wanted to watch it, but I'm one of those people like I can't watch everything.
No, me
No,
neither.
yeah.
I'll see it and like want to watch it, and then find out it got canceled. Like, man, I should have watched it. Speaking of the art, there was some original artwork in there.
Oh yeah.
Who did it?
Kathleen Hankins.
Kathleen Hankins.
Yep.
Starry Spurs on Instagram.
She's killing it on Instagram. She's got
Dude, she
20,000
is.
20,000 followers.
Yeah.
I've seen her do it, and we'll be like in meetings for our stuff, and she'll just be on her iPad and just run away on her iPad, and it's just fun to see how symmetrical and perfect, and so
Yeah, she does like kind of like American traditional
Yeah,
tattoo
yeah.
style.
I never thought about that when it comes to stick figures.
No. She drew the heart.
Oh
No.
I
He
drew
drew the.
that.
he
Are you
drew-
talking about the little painting for the art deal? Yeah, I drew that.
So that was that was
I'll
just.
let y'all go on that journey just so I can do that.
Oh, we were talking about the heart.
Yeah, the
I-
heart.
yeah,
We
yeah,
wanted to
yeah.
give we want to give Kathleen as much praise as we can because she's just an amazing human and an amazing artist as well.
Yeah.
But the stick figure, now that was just
Yeah,
one
I whipped
writing.
that bad boy up in about 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was
Savant.
typing
you
on
know
my
it.
computer trying to get the script going, and he just opens this closet, pulls out a piece of paper, and then 30 seconds later he goes, "How's this work?" And I couldn't stop laughing. It was perfect.
That really counts as 2 pieces of original art.
Ah, there you go.
I guess it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did she loan that to you? Or do you guys own it?
No, she just gave it to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just own it.
Mhm.
Well, it's nice that you put a contrast and styles on your wall.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Well, he's an art collector. He's got to have that
Yeah.
vast, collection.
What else do you guys have coming up, if anything?
I think it's just grinding stuff out. We do stock footage in our free time sometimes. And then honestly, kind of just keep going with the shorts. We like writing. I personally love writing and just creating a world. It's like like personal escapism without, doing other things. And it's fun.
And I love acting.
He does love acting.
Okay, I know he loves acting. What do you prefer? Do you prefer shooting or editing?
I don't know. I'm sure later down the line, if you were to ask me this question, I'd have like a finite answer. But at the moment where I'm at in my life, just any way that I can have a camera and spit out or do whatever and have this thing that I can put my name on or have me and my friend put our names on and have this thing and say like, I did this. I think that's the joy for me. I don't have like this thing of like, I love filmmaking or like I love holding a camera doing that and that's it. That's the single thing. I just like having a thing where I can create it and say like, look, Mom, I did a thing.
Oh, so you do this for your parents.
Yeah, I'm a big mama's boy. Big mama's boy.
Are you planning to come back next year next year for another Take 36?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Okay. What is the of all the Take 36 or film raised projects you guys have done over the years, either together or separately, what's been your favorite project that you worked on?
Probably this
Yeah,
one.
I'd say this one.
Because it went smoothly.
hmm We have, not horror stories, but just like situations in the past where, okay, we haven't learned those experiences yet. I think with the experience we have with our jobs and doing a couple of these, we kind of know not the do's and the don'ts, but some of the things where it's like, okay, this is going to help us instead of hinder us and be like, okay, we've had this situation come up before, and being able to work around that.
What was the worst experience? Or Travis, what about you?
What was my favorite?
Oh, you said this one, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The
what-
worst one, I would probably say was 3 or 4 years ago.
Mhm.
We were working with this dude that wanted to write, and like he kept wanting to rewrite everything instead of shoot. It was insane.
Yeah.
And so we had just like a lot of interpersonal conflict
Mhm.
on the team, and we just ended up not getting anything done.
That was a big influence on this one. Like we set a goal of, okay, we got our stuff that we needed to have in the film, and we just sat down and like, okay, let's think of an idea. And I was on the phone with him and talking, and my wife was in the room, and we were talking about everything. And then we're like, okay, let's just run with that and let's just go.
Mm.
And we'll just let the filmmaking decisions make it.
So, still on the line of struggles and headaches, what was the hardest thing that you guys kind of had to fight through in developing and finishing this one?
Staying awake.
Yeah, just staying awake. I took probably 3 little hour naps.
Yeah.
So you guys ran the full 36 hours.
No. We wrote the first night, went home, and then I wanted to shoot in the morning at the location at our by the Old Town Theater, because I knew it was rising in the east. And then What? You gotta know when the sun
I didn't know I
rises.
was sitting next to the human almanac.
So the sun rises in the east in the Old Town area, and when the sun comes up just right, it gives a nice line over the buildings and has that nice contrast of stuff in the bottom that's not lit by the sun and then stuff at the top that's lit by the sun. Well, we had a shot where he was going to be on top of the stairs, and I didn't want him overexposed from the sun and me be underexposed when we had that shoot down on the shot. So we had to quickly get there right as the sun was rising, and then when we shot our just talking at the bottom, we could have that contrast at the top. So
And that was your ag report.
ag report for the day. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. If you didn't know,
Hey, that was nice. I mean, I wouldn't have. Probably many people would have not thought about that.
You got to think about the sun.
Yeah, but you know,
It's the
you're
best
moving
source of
so
light.
fast, and you're like, all right, you show up and find out, this is gonna be bad.
I used to work at a place where I had a ton of knowledge about cameras and light, and I would sit when it was slow. I would sit and read books like lighting technique books. So I have that's like my main passion is lighting and seeing, like, I'll walk into a room and being like, okay, yeah, I like this, and seeing like looking at people and being like, okay, if I were to stand them here or there, how would that kind of work with, like, because you got your eyeballs and then you get your camera, which is another set of eyeballs. And I think having that third way to look at things is fun for me.
Well, that's important. That's important on so many levels that I could speak on, and I'm pretty sure you can speak on.
Oh yeah.
Just in what you like I said, what you guys do day to day, and then even some of the things that I have to do day to day. That lighting is very important. Just like you said, in terms of painting the room, shaping things.
It's 90% of filmmaking.
Well, yeah, man, it's motion pictures.
Yeah, it's true.
So, well, I'd like to thank both of you guys for doing this, sitting down. The film race is tough for everybody. And so when you have, I believe it was, 18 teams? She didn't say anything, so I'm going to go 18 teams.
I think there was 18, yeah.
And 3 winners. I mean, in terms of our main winners, we have, your audience awards, you had student awards. But when it comes down to it, the main winners, you have 3 of them. It's hard to cut through that noise. And not only get 3, you got Best Acting Award, which I thought you did a great job.
Thank you so much.
When I saw it, Brendan told me you guys was going to enter. I was like, I'll look for it. But, everyone says that. Yeah. And then when I saw you guys come on the screen, I'm like, here we go. Here we go. And then Travis comes on the screen. I'm like, look at Travis.
Yeah.
Doing a voice. Okay. So, I mean, it impressed me, just knowing what you guys do. But obviously, it impressed an audience and judges enough that you guys walked away with a 3rd place award and a Best Actor award.
I mean, I want to talk on just the other 18 teams. We only saw 10, 11. We saw 12, I think.
12.
We saw 12 that night. And I did not see a single film where I was like, I saw of course, I saw the most problems with my film, but I watched all 10, 11 of those other films, and I was shocked. I was so impressed. The guys at One Take, I think, is what they do. The
Case of the Mondays.
Case of the Mondays was so good.
Yeah.
The Heist movie was amazing. What was the other ones? The vampire one, the vampire artist was great. I loved their colors.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I didn't see a single film where I was like, It was so like everyone had a great outing at this one.
And more specifically, if everyone had a great time, that makes it even better.
Oh yeah. I loved the black screen of silence, and then everyone cheering when their film came on, and that was so much fun.
Oh, you like the drama?
The drama's fun.
Of it all.
Drama's fun.
Yeah. So, later, pretty soon, we'll be showcasing all the films here at the Tallgrass Film Center, the very room we're sitting in with these big, comfortable seats.
I'll be here.
Monitor. Show up. Everyone show up. And have a good time rewatching, and then you can probably watch. You will be able to watch all of them if you can sit there and dedicate 3 hours, get some popcorn, get some shirts and stuff, and enjoy it.
I don't know if we can, but we got a lot of bloopers, lots of bloopers from ours.
Yeah.
I want to get them out there. They're pretty funny.
Well, we could just post them.
Can we?
Yeah. I mean, on ours.
That's a Hannah question.
Hey, Hannah, can we post our bloopers? Cool.
There we go.
Okay, cool. So
Bloopers coming soon.
Yeah, check out Sunspeak Studio on Twitter, Instagram. We'll be that's
Facebook.
Facebook. That's our umbrella company that we
Umbrella.
we
That's
are
our
umbrella.
company.
Yeah, that's our company. Sunspeak Studio. So check Sunspeak Studio out on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook. We'll be posting our bloopers. A lot of popcorn fun. I love popcorn. A lot of popcorn.
Got some pop. We got designer popcorn back there.
Designer popcorn?
Yeah, it's fancy.
We're popcorn fans.
It's really
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Vegan popcorn, I believe.
Vegan
is.
popcorn.
Well, all
I
popcorn is
don't know.
vegan.
What I had with, you know what? That makes sense. You're right.
Well, no. There's like butter on a lot of it. You
True.
know?
Thank you for saving
Yeah.
me. Here.
I'm vegan, man. I got to look for that.
That's right. You are vegan.
Yeah.
Well,
I have a fancy popcorn maker that we brought, and
Yeah, yeah,
we had to
yeah.
shoot them. So we love popcorn at the office. Love popcorn. So we'll go to like with the Warren and just walk in, buy popcorn.
Yeah, we buy a bucket a week at least.
Yeah. And so I bought this turnstile stovetop popcorn maker, and we were munching on some popcorn. And Nicholas, I think, was like, "All right, we're eating all this. We just got to have it in here." So we made that.
I think that was probably one of those funny moments for me. He was like, try the popcorn.
Yeah.
And so the situation where I'm like looking off, like, oh, I actually messed up my lines, and we left that in, just because it was
It
so
was
like
hard for us to do that scene. We both kept laughing.
hard. And of course, you got his wife, which is my wife, actually in the film.
Wow.
Standing to the
Say.
yeah.
I'm not
Progressive.
married.
No, we don't have a weird thing going.
Continue.
I have to look at him. I'm looking at his forehead. I can't look him in the eyes, and just crackling laughing. We're sleep deprived and can't think of anything, and so
As you either gonna get giggly or get very mean.
yeah, we didn't get mean this time.
None of us got mean.
Yeah, we've had times where it was like, dude, come on, but no. I had a moment where I was just like, I just need to take a nap. I'm getting cranky. You were wrapping this up, and I apologize.
No, it was another anecdote about the popcorn. We need to know that popcorn fact. I need to know that popcorn
Any other strange
fact
facts?
because I said vegan popcorn, and popcorn is very much vegan.
Not all of it.
Raw popcorn in the wild is vegan.
I mean, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Most things in the wild are vegan.
Those things in the wild are vegan.
Plant-wise.
Yeah, plant. Yeah.
Plant-based popcorn is where you want to
Yeah.
go. So thank you both for coming.
Yeah.
We'll make sure everyone visit Sunspeak. What is this? It's just Sunspeak.
It's just Sunspeak.
One word.
One word.
SUNSPAK.
Thank you for
Yeah,
We'll put it on the
SPAK.
screen somewhere. There, get it.
I can't spell, so you're good.
I'm definitely not gonna spell Caravaggio.
I don't know if I could do
Caravaggio.
that either.
Oh, I lost it to the G.
And we're done. Thank you both for coming.
No problem. Caravaggio.